Well, my friends, it is a sad day today. It is a sad day today because we are checking out the last song on Upchurch Peoples Champ. That is right, today is the day. We are checking out the last song, which is Past the Stars. And yeah, I'm sad. It is a sad day. We have finished the album. We have finished our full review of this album. Well, actually, I guess it's after this song. That's after this song. And yeah, so far literally has been an absolutely awesome, flawless, amazing album. Like I said, this album could easily showcase Upchurch's talents and could be pushed to the world. Easily. This album is a listenable across the globe album. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. What I'm saying is you could see this album in everybody's house, right? You could see everybody having like a CD rack full of CDs and Upchurch Peoples Champs right there. You can see this. This album is a perfect showcase of his skills. It is a perfect showcase of his development. As someone who's gone back and checked out his old stuff recently as well with you guys, it really is a perfect showcase of his development. And it just goes to show how much he's constantly learning and growing, and how much he's constantly improving and honing in on his skills and perfecting his art and finding his sound and trying new sounds, and he's not scared to do that. It shows, it really does. And this album, like I said, a perfect showcase of Upchurch's true abilities. And for anyone who hasn't bought the album yet, go buy it, support our guy, because this album deserves to be everywhere, deserves to be global. So it is about time we jumped into the last song. It is about time we jumped into the last song of this album, and then after that we'll be going back down the rabbit hole, checking out old school songs, old school Upchurch again. So without more waffling bollocks from me, let's jump into Upchurch Past the Stars. I'm loving this intro.
Dreams full of what I lived once, but not no time since 91. I feel there's a person inside of me, and he comes and goes as he really wants. That's why every album I've ever made is a different person through a camera's touch. I bury clocks in the top soul, cause it's man-made and they called it watch.
I love that when he's like, every album I made is a different person through like his soul, and you feel that, or you definitely feel that. I've checked out a bunch of songs from his Supernatural album, and all his albums going way back. We've touched on a bunch of songs on each of them, and every album does feel different. It does feel like Upchurch is a different person when he's making these albums, and he's the only artist I can think of that does that. How many artists can you name? And I can't name one where every album just feels completely different. Feels like you're getting a different artist. You're getting a different variety. You still get songs that are Upchurch's core Upchurch, but you get a different version of Upchurch where he is mentally he's in a different state, he's in a different mind, he's in a different place. And you get that with every single album, and it pours through in his music, and I definitely feel that.
Through a camera's touch, I bury clocks in the top soul, cause it's man-made and they called it watch. Staring at circles, living in a circle, lifeline circle when it's up immortal. But those things are hurdles when your mind's immortal, and they wash your brain through a square portal. Ain't no television, tell me lies, why? Cause I have a vision. My mind's precision is of ancient times, and the other me makes all decisions. I come from past the stars to live below the clouds, made to walk a line to help you figure out the reason for things that rarely are explained. Universal DNA in my vein, and I know it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. Yeah, it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars.
I've so one day, I don't care what happens, man. I don't care what happens in my future. I don't care what happens, but one day I've got to meet this guy. I've got to sit down and have a drink with this guy. I've got to sit down or a burger or anything. I've just got to sit down and I've just got to talk to him, because in his lyrics, I'm just saying, like, I feel it. I mean, we all do, right? We're all here. We're all diehard fans forever, 100%. You guys longer than me, and I'm new to this journey, but I'm a fan for life. Any song he released, I'm there. Always. And when he talks about that, and I believe Upchurch has like mentioned this before, and he talks about how he's in tune and how he's in touch. I'd love to have some conversations with him about that. One of the first things when I met my wife, I'm happy sharing this with you guys. You guys might think I'm crazy, but yeah, one of the first things when I met my wife was she talked about me being old, an old soul. She was like, in the way I carry myself, in the way I act. And I met my wife when I was 19, and she was like, you're just not normal. She's like, you feel like an old soul. And I love to just talk to Upchurch and have conversations about how he feels and how people perceived him and how he sees himself as well. And you know, tell him the same about me if he wants to hear it. I'm so interested in that sort of stuff and how people look at that sort of stuff. I love it. I love learning about it, and I'm completely open-minded to all beliefs across the entire planet, and I love hearing about it. And I feel connected to each and every one in a different way, and it's just something that I always try and be completely open-minded to anyone, and every now and then people grab me in a different way I didn't think they could.
They call you crazy for thinking too much, then too connected means losing touch. But humans don't crave normal ones, but the abstract gets subtracted from every TV, every red carpet, every talk show that is programmed. Lights flicker when I walk up in a room full of people with some shut penal gland. No devil lurks around me, I'm a ghost of God, no need to search. Why when I came down to earth, the whole world called me Upchurch. I beat the odds of a race war, cause racing towards war hurts us all.
I love that bar. I gotta reload that bar. Man, you gotta appreciate this bar. I'm reloading the whole way. I'm 20 seconds going back. Listen to this bar.
In a room full of people with some shut penal gland. No devil lurks around me, I'm a ghost of God, no need to search. Why when I came down to earth, the whole world called me Upchurch. I beat the odds of a race war, cause racing towards war hurts us all. So we built up bigger armies, bigger weapons with some bigger walls, but I broke them all. I come from...
Man, I love this guy. I love this guy. I just gotta take a moment right now to just say how much I fucking love this guy. I love this guy. I love this guy. I love his mentality. Upchurch is one of the most open-minded individuals I've ever listened to ever. And he constantly gets labeled as this and that. And people don't know shit. They don't know what they're talking about. You get these idiots. I think they just do it for clout. You get these idiots that just come out of the woodworks like Upchurch is racist. Upchurch, you know, thinks he has a Confederate flag, which means he's racist. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like I keep saying, there was a dictatorship in Germany in the 1940s, 1930s who had a flag. And they literally took a symbol of peace and put it on their flag. But to us and everybody else in the world now looks at that flag, you see hatred and violence. But to, I don't know if it was by the Buddhist or Hindu, but to them, that was a symbol of peace and love. So it can be perceived completely different ways. And people are constantly misinterpreting this guy. Upchurch to me will always be one of the most open-minded, respectful, and caring individuals. And do you know how you can tell that? You know how you can tell? If all the people are going, nah. Do you know how you can tell that? Because when people come at this guy, do you know what he does? He gives you the time that you don't deserve. He will sit down, he will listen to what you're saying, he will not interrupt, he will sit there, he will listen, he will take in all your stupid bullshit, negative opinions that you have of this guy that are completely unfounded on any evidence at all. And he will sit there and he'll listen to them and he will nod along and listen to them and he will break them down. He will do a whole 20-minute video breaking down someone's 5-minute rant on him, and he will talk about what they've said, and he will give an intelligent background, he will give an intelligent backstory, he will literally talk to that person as if they were equal, never talking down to them. And it's, in some cases, even like at the end, he's like even humble to that person, and they don't even deserve it because they've been nothing but horrible. That is how you can tell. That is how you can tell the amount of humility this guy has, how kind he is, and just like I said, what an open-minded individual he really is. And it's so every time I hear someone come out and just brand him as something he isn't, it just breaks my heart because they really don't know the guy. They really have not been paying attention.
So we built up bigger armies, bigger weapons with some bigger walls, but I broke them all. I come from past the stars to live below the clouds. Made you walk a line to help you figure out.
I love this song.
The reason for things that rarely are explained. Universal DNA in my veins. And I know it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars.
My wife would love this song. She believes in all of it. She would love this.
I'm from past the stars. From everywhere at every time with everyone at every place. Seconds, minutes, hours wrapped inside a glass until it breaks. And if we leave our face, we'd need some glass and a suit with some air. So I stay grounded and gaze at how beautiful it is.
awesome his voice is, how awesome his singing voice is. And like I said, my wife would love this. My wife would love this. She believes, the way her philosophy, she's a bit of a hippie in that way, and I love her for it. And she literally believes in like the universe having such an effect, and she always says like, that's just what the universe intends. And I love it. I love it. I love it.
From past the stars to come from past the stars.
I love it, man.
Made you walk a line to help you figure I come from past the stars. For things that rarely are explained. Universal DNA in my veins, and I know it sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars. It sounds bizarre. I'm from past the stars.
Pause. Stopping the screen recording. I'm gonna lose my damn mind, man. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I fucking, the album's over. What a way to send it off. Man. I love that song. I love the meaning. I love the message. I love the beat. I love the way it takes your mind away to a different place. I love it. This whole album. How is this album not everywhere? How is this album not everywhere? I'm over here in the UK. I'm telling people, come on. If me here in the UK, this random British guy who somehow discovered Upchurch, this guy over here, why isn't it in every house in America? Come on! Man, just buy a bunch of copies and start putting it for people's letterboxes. This album's awesome. Album of the year. Easy for me at the moment. 100%. I know we're only in, February, March, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. I love his philosophies. I love his belief. I love his open-mindedness. And like I said, it reminds me a lot of the things my wife says. I love it. I connect. I feel it. I understand. And I'm completely respectful. And you know, alongside him, this album has been awesome. Upchurch Peoples Champ. Yes, indeed, you are my friends. You are the voice of the people that don't have voices. You are the voice of the people who constantly get persecuted, constantly get put down, people who want to be branded as something that they're not. Let me tell you something. When I first discovered Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, and went down this like country music rabbit hole, right? When I first discovered it, do you know what I got from the community? Nothing but love. Nothing but a big open-armed welcome from all of you. Every single person was so welcoming and so welcoming to anybody. And people, like people who listen to this music in the stupid Hollywood system that we have when it comes to music these days. People will listen, like, people will go, oh, no, racist, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say all this sort of stuff. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. I've never, like, when it first happened, I was constantly telling my wife about it. I felt welcomed into such an open-minded, welcome, kind group of people. It was mind-blowingly amazing. And it restored my faith in all of humanity. I literally felt like, I don't know if you guys feel like this sometimes too, but you literally feel like you're one mind in a sea of crazy, that no one shares your thoughts, that you are completely alone in your beliefs. And when you talk to people and you go, do you feel like this? What do you think about this? They say the complete opposite. And in your head, you're thinking, man, I must be living in like I must be dreaming, because I don't understand how there can be this many people who don't see this obvious solution, but they're there going, no. And it's like, how? 1 + 1 = 2. And they go, no, it doesn't. Yeah, but it does. And that's literally what it feels like. And it can drive you crazy. And being welcome to this group and seeing all you people, it restored my faith. It made me realize there are people out there. There are these kind, caring, open-minded, and understanding and knowledgeable people out there. The people that you don't find anywhere. You don't find them. You don't find them on the news. You don't find them in your life. They don't exist. But through this music, we can connect to those people. If it wasn't for Upchurch, I would be a crazy rambling man standing at the bottom of my road shouting at cars. I'd be a nut job. If it wasn't for this guy introducing me to this community, if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be. Where I'd be mentally. Man, People's Champ. Upchurch, the People's Champ. We are done. We are done, my friends. That is it. What do I think of this album? My overall view of this album. Obviously, nothing is perfect, but that is what makes it perfect. This album is not perfect, but to me, this album is perfect. I have loved every single song on this album, every single one. I would say that if you are looking to buy an album, you cannot get your money's worth more than this right here. You have a completely different variety of songs, from the hard rap songs. I mean, he did a fucking YZ remix, for Christ's sake. You've got all these different songs, and the motivation behind this album is literally so empowering. It puts you in such a fantastic mood, and you've got songs that can unplug your mind and take you away to a place, and you've got songs that can hammer you down and make you want to get on with your day. This album is literally for everybody. It's called the People's Champ because it's for the people. That is it. Upchurch's The People's Champ is for the people. It's for the people who want to listen to real music. It's for the people who want to listen to music on a daily basis. For the hard workers, for the grinders out there. This album is for you. This album is there to get you through your day. This album is your morning coffee. This album is there to replace, you know, your dark and lonely drive home from work. Maybe it's taking a bit. This is your traffic buddy when you're sitting there and your car ain't moving. This is that album. This is the album for you. Man, I have absolutely loved this album. Absolutely love this album. And I'm looking forward to going back and checking out some old Upchurch songs, because I have got a long list of songs that you guys recommend I go check out. And like I said, with all these reactions, I keep them genuine. First time, honest reactions, every single one. So I haven't listened to a single song outside of the ones I've checked out on YouTube with you guys. And I'll keep it that way forever. I'm keeping it that way forever. But as I said, from day one, when I found this guy, or when he found me, from that day, I have said, I will have every single song this guy's got on this channel. Man, I'm standing by that promise. Every single song Upchurch has done will be on this channel one day. I don't care. I don't care if these videos get 10 views. I don't care. I will do that. That was my promise, and I'm keeping to it. So, thank you so much for watching my ramblings the whole way through, you amazing people. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed People's Champ as much as I have, and I hope you guys have got the album. If you haven't, and you can't afford, if you can't, because, you know, sometimes it's expensive and we want to spend money elsewhere. If you can't afford it, go support them on YouTube. Go watch the videos a few times. If you haven't liked them, go like them, and blow the videos up a little bit. You know, there's different ways to help. Always different ways to help. Anyway, I love all of you amazing people. Never change. Stay exactly the way you are. You are perfect the way you are. My friends, you right there will see this crazy rambling British guy in the next video.